if you think pigs are nothing but a bunch of snorting, pooping, food-stealing hogs, wow, think again. Here's why pigs are smarter than you think. Pigs have... Researchers at the University of British Columbia did an experiment to see if pigs were... They painted a dot on one pig's forehead and let her walk around in a pen with some other pigs. At first, the pig with the dot on her forehead looked normal, but after a while, she started to investigate her own reflection in a nearby puddle. She even tried to touch her reflection with her snout. This showed that she was aware of herself as an individual, separate from the other pigs and from her reflection. Self-awareness is something we usually associate with humans, but it turns out our porcine friends have it too. Pigs can recognize themselves in the mirror. Not only do pigs have... A study published in the journal Animal Cognition had two groups of pigs, one that lived in social groups and one that lived alone. Each pig's living situation was paired with a mirror so they could see their own reflection. The researchers then marked each pig with a dot on its forehead and observed its behavior. The pigs that lived with other pigs didn't care about the dot on their forehead, but the pigs that lived alone spent a lot of time looking at their reflection and trying to touch the dot on their own head. This suggests that pigs are self-aware enough to know that they have a personal mark and that they want to investigate it further. But it also suggests that they understand that they are individuals separate from their reflections. It's pretty impressive stuff for an animal that's supposed to be less intelligent than a dog. Pigs are better at escaping than dogs. Pigs are not just smart, they're also escape artists. In a study published in the journal Animal Behavior, a group of researchers built mazes and placed food at the end of them. They then put a pig at one end of the maze and a dog at the other end and filmed what happened next. The dog ran to the food as soon as it was released, but the pig took a more methodical approach. The pig sniffed around the walls of the maze, looking for an exit before making a single move. Sure enough, the pig found a way out of the maze and made it to the food before the dog. This shows that pigs are not only smarter than dogs, but they're also more patient and less impulsive, which are traits we usually associate with humans. Pigs can learn to play video games. If you thought playing video games was just a human pastime, think again. In a study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, a group of researchers taught pigs how to play a simple video game. The pigs were rewarded with food when they pressed a button on a screen which made a circle appear. Then they were rewarded again when they pressed another button, which made the circle disappear. After a few hours of training, the pigs were able to learn the game, and they could even earn up to 100 points by playing it. This shows that pigs are not only smart enough to understand complex concepts like cause and effect, but they also have the ability to learn and retain information over long periods of time. And who knows, maybe they'll become the next big esports champions one day. Pigs are social animals, just like us humans. Pigs are social animals who need companionship to thrive. They form strong bonds with their mothers and siblings, and they also enjoy playing with other pigs. In fact, piglets will play with each other for hours on end, just like puppies or kittens. They also have a complex system of communication that they use to express themselves to other pigs. They use a variety of vocalizations to communicate, including squeals, grunts, and even screams. They also use body language to communicate, such as ear position, tail wagging, and even yawning. Pigs are so social that they even develop affection for their caretakers, which is why it's so important to socialize piglets from a young age. If they're not socialized, they can become aggressive and territorial as adults. Pigs are more than just cute, cuddly animals. They're intelligent, curious, and social creatures who deserve our respect and admiration. So the next time you see a pig, remember that it's not just a dumb animal. It's a smart, curious creature with a lot to teach us about ourselves.